live from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios. It's in the building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
So I was in Atlanta, Georgia the other weekend, and
I was today too, in a layover.
Oh yeah, it's funny. All right, so Bouquet did something the other day in the run sheet, or like in the promotion of the show that we were doing, because I was in Atlanta, and I think he wrote like live from Magic City, or he just wrote Magic City one night on the run sheet or whatever. And so let me admit stupidity here right off the top.
Oh,
When
yeah.
Bouquet referenced Magic City a couple of weeks ago, I thought like, oh, that must be a nickname they call Atlanta that I hadn't heard about, which I was surprised that I hadn't heard about that. And then I wound up asking the guys, what the hell's Magic City? And y'all both laughed at me, and they were like, that's a very famous strip club in Atlanta. And of course, Atlanta is known for its adult establishments because it's a bit of a party town. And I didn't think nothing of it. That was it. Okay, cool. Now I know Magic City's a famous strip bar.
Well, remember LG went.
I didn't go there.
Remember?
That's right.
No, but
That's
remember
the place
LG went.
No.
Yeah, he just went to the food part. They're separated. And LG was like, I was working. I just wanted to try the Lou Williams lemon peppers.
Okay.
Remember?
Okay. Now I do. Yes. Okay. Fast forward to this morning. And I had saw this headline a couple of days ago, and I didn't even read it. I just thought, I can't believe Adam Silver's going to allow that. But this kept going. Didn't think anything about it. And then Luke Cornett decides today to put his name in some drama. Spurs veteran backup center Luke Cornett, who has had a very good season, has filed a petition and is asking people all over the world to sign this petition, trying to stop the Hawks from an upcoming night in which they're going to pay tribute to Magic City. The Hawks are having Magic City night at a game. That's fact. That's true.
Right.
And so Luke Cornett decided to go on Medium today. And I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but part of what he was saying was that he goes, quote, I'd like to respectfully ask that the Atlanta Hawks cancel this promotional night with Magic City. The NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this the best basketball league in the world. We should promote an atmosphere that is protective and respectful of the daughters, wives, sisters, mothers, and partners that we know and love. And said he can't believe that the NBA has been complicit in the potential objectification and mistreatment of women in our society. And he went on to say in his statement that many women that he knows that works in the NBA, they work in the NBA, for teams or, coaches or trainers or whatever. He knows for a fact a lot of them are super pissed off that the Hawks are being allowed to do this. And so he mentioned that in his petition that he filed today. Rudy Johnson, would you sign the petition asking the Hawks to cancel or not?
No.
Negative. Okay.
No, I wouldn't sign it. This isn't this ain't like these women that work there by choice. They work there by choice. I mean, I get it. You want to be captain, save them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, is it weird for an NBA team to do this? But yes, it's absolutely weird. It is absolutely weird, and it is weird that maybe. And again, when is the night? When are the Hawks supposed to do this?
Oh God, I'm not sure. Bouquet, look that up.
I think it's on Monday.
I would think by then. Again, Adam's got a lot of fish to fry. And I'm sure before Monday, it'll probably get shut down. But I wouldn't sign the petition.
But it would have been shut down by now had he. I mean, then like he didn't know this was coming.
No,
can I go on record here?
Sure.
I think he's trolling. I don't think it's. I don't think it's a real thing.
I think he writes. I think it sounds like a dare. Like
he writes those blogs all the time just to kind of like get his thoughts out. And it's kind of like a funny blog. I don't think he's being real here. I think it's trolling. And I
agree.
think it just picked up some steam here, and the media will blow it up a little bit. But I
He
guarantee you, when the
probably is,
media asks him
Bookie.
about
Good
it,
call. Good call.
he's going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's just my place to release my thoughts," blah blah blah, whatever, and just kind of like ring around it. But I think he's trolling.
That's quite the troll. And if he is trolling, I'm going to call him an asshole, because you take all that time to do all that just to drudge up stuff. Do you not get enough attention at home? I don't think I agree with that. I think Cornette's being serious.
I mean,
that's the problem when you have a history of being kind of a jokester. No one takes you serious ever because you have a history of doing bits, which he certainly does. But this came off to me as like legit, because now all of a sudden, if it comes out that he's trolling, then those women he talked about being disrespected, they're going to feel disrespected because he used them as pawns in a bullshit way to get things stirred up. You know what I mean? They almost less for you're just lying about respecting us all. You're just doing a bit. You're totally down with a strip club night at the Hawks game. You know what I mean? I think he's being serious.
But well, the thing that we know is serious is the Atlanta Hawks. Now, is Magic City a staple in Atlanta? Is it a tourist attraction in Atlanta? Yes. But while pretty much every player in the NBA has been, hell, Mike, even on our small scale, at iHeart, we all eventually were told we couldn't do business with strip clubs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So It is weird. So I would be shocked if at some point this week Adam Silver doesn't shut this down. If they let this go through, I'm going to be shocked.
Me too. I'm shocked that it's even gone this far. I'm shocked that Silver didn't shoot it down before they decided to do it. Maybe they didn't run it by him. I'm shocked that somebody in marketing came up with the idea, pitched it to his boss, then she pitched it to her boss, and her boss and his boss, all the way up the chain, where it literally got to the owners of the Hawks, who were totally on board with this bit. The owner's like this billionaire. I forget his name. He's married to an actress. She played. Did you see Twister?
Of course.
With the great Bill Paxton. God rest his soul. The woman that played his wife in that. She is the co-owner. She co-owns the Hawks with her husband, some billionaire business guy. And I can't believe that they're cool with it. Magic City night. It ain't like they're going to have the dancers with their mams out. But they are going to be, are they going to have the girls that work there make appearances? Obviously in clothes. Are they going to have them serving food? Or are they just serving the food and passing out? It's just merch and food.
Maybe if you get to the Hawks score 100, you get a free 10-piece lemon pepper, some shit like that. I don't think it comes with table dances.
Yeah.
I also don't think it's not literally Magic City, the strip club. They're playing the Magic. I think it's just going to be, again, that's just the name of it to get spicy. But I think it's going to be Disney more than strip clubs.
You've been the biggest defender of Cornette on this show. If he's being serious, can you defend him still, Buki? If he's being serious.
No, but I will remain steadfast in the fact that I think he's trolling.
All right. Well, I will tell you that let's pretend he's not trolling. I'm with him. I think I'm with him. Now, I don't know if I'm going to sign a petition. I don't think it's going to get me to, I'm not going to trash on the NBA. But I think, there's a reason why they quit letting us do business with strip clubs at iHeart. They just found it to be a little bit out of there. It's not in there. It's not in their lane that they want to drive in. And it's the NBA. I cannot believe, especially in modern times in 2026, in which, hell, a lot of teams don't even have cheerleaders anymore. The Spurs outlawed their dancers years ago because they didn't want to exploit women. I'm stunned. Silver's a lot of I'm stunned.
Well,
I will tell you, as a father, as a person who's been to strip clubs many times and has no problem with them, I don't think they should be doing it either. Not at an NBA game.
For that. And the problem that we were running into even before iHeart outlawed it, because we were independent, so we had sponsors that would say, I don't want to be before or after Sugars. I don't want to be before or after Men's Club. So even before iHeart outlawed it, we were running into problems that our other sponsors didn't want to be grouped in with Sugars or the Men's Club.
Right. Anyway,
So,
I don't think Cornette's trolling. And if he is, I'm going to punch him because then he's making a mockery of the respect for women that he so defended today on his post. What's up, Julian B, 86, celebrating 13 months of membership. Thank you, Julian. After a long weekend of snow, geese hunting in Nebraska, we're back to reality in southeast New Mexico. We killed a bottle of Rock Hill Farms. Good times. Thank you, Julian. Shouting out from New Mexico.
Rock Hill Farms, that's good juice. That's sold in Texas Chair. Julian is for real a country. He's a country boy.
He is a big country boy, and he's clearly drinking because he's just come back here with $10 more. Thank you. I like it when Julian. See, we tend to get more money when we do evening shows like this. Have you noticed that? Got you covered on the boot recommendation request. You won't find a better product at a better price than Alpha Western Wear on the South Side. I've had some good response. I was saying this yesterday on the show that I needed a good pair of cowboy boots because I gave up the two that I had. I sold them when I moved to Hawaii, stupidly thinking that I wouldn't need them out there when you could totally wear them in Hawaii. So I'm bootless. I borrowed a pair from my buddy Fox News Dave 2.5 years ago, and I've not returned it yet. I'm that neighbor.
Yo, speaking of Fox News Dave, he was in Tampa when I was in Tampa. We didn't get to get together, though. He was texting me like, hey, man, let's meet up. I know a great cigar lounge, but my schedule was hectic. I guess he was out there flying that G5.
Oh, yeah. Every once in a while, we live by the airport. I see planes take off, and every time I see a private plane, I always wonder if that's our guy. Is that Big D? Anyway, shout out to him. What else today? Lots of strip club talk. Bernie Nick just gave us $4.99. Thank you, Bernie Nick. Appreciate that. What else today?
We got people in Bernie. Shout out to Bernie.
Oh, yeah. We've had people in Bernie. Yeah. AD Singh is in the house. Thank you, man. Says Magic City is just a place to gather. Business is conducted there sometimes. Cornette, what a pizza. Call him Cornette a pizza.
AD's a cochino.
Well, that I know.
He's a cochino.
But I bet you he wouldn't have like a, I'm going to put him on the spot. He would, the same reasons why he would probably never consider having a strip club night at one of the stores is the reason why I don't think the NBA should either. I agree with Luke.
This is beneath the Hawks and the NBA. Even if Magic City's a tourist destination, it's beneath them. It's not very becoming of somebody that makes $10 billion, a league that makes $10 billion a year to have strip club nights, even if it's a play on words.
Mm-hmm. So fill me in. So this place, it's that legendary?
It still gets packed, you know what I mean? But its heyday was the 90s, early 2000s. That's when, I'm talking about real money being thrown. Like, yeah, it had its time.
Mm-hmm. Rappers and stuff would go in there. Celebrities. Yeah.
Big time rappers. Big, some guys going in there throwing 200,000-300,000 in a night.
Oh my God. Who are these people?
Yeah,
Good Lord.
But those days are gone. It's still Magic City, and you still want. I mean, hell, LG went. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, my boy Bill Maher partied in there with Killer Mike one night. They talked about that. Yeah, they talked about that on Bill's podcast when he had Killer Mike on, and Bill and Killer Mike were in there.
Bill has a sweet tooth, don't he?
Oh, big time. Oh,
Bill likes the sisters.
Bill prefers the Nubian Queen. Absolutely.
I thought so.
Yeah. He's down for them all, but he
got a sweet tooth.
He'll get a plain donut on occasion, but he'd rather have the chocolate icing. And why the hell not? Atlanta Ruben's in here. What's up? Ruben's the official Uber driver in the building. Oh
yeah, that's right. What up,
and he's the official Atlanta truck driver in the building too. Magic City's a dump. The crackheads from the Greyhound station are right across the street. God, nothing fucks up a cool thing like a Greyhound bus station. That's at all of them.
And I thought that too. And then 2 years ago when planes, whatever, the flight delays with base bites, and I had to go to the bus station in L.A., take it to Santa Barbara. L.A.'s bus station is effing nice.
Okay.
Like,
that's
really, one. That's what I'm saying. The rest of them are dumps. Rest of them are dumb. But LA's, like, they were kicking homeless people out. They were kicking homeless people away from the building. Like, there was none of recliners and shit. Like, typical LA bullshit. But it was nice. But that's the only one. Like San Antonio's, I've taken the Greyhound a couple of times. San Antonio, it's scary in there.
The one in Austin's awful too.
Is it? Even Austin's the dump?
No. So one time we were living in Austin, and I had the twins with me, and we were walking downtown doing something, and we had to go past the Greyhound bus station. We had to maneuver our way through a lot of folks, and the twins are probably 5 or 6 years old, so they're little. Little white twin, we get to the car, and the little white twin looks up and goes, "Daddy, are we in Weirdopolis?" I'll never forget that. He was just so sweet. He's a 5-year-old. He's just being a sweet kid. But of course, he's my kid. And he's like, "Oh, are we in Weirdopolis?" And so from that day on, we call all Greyhound bus stations Weirdopolises. Anyway.
That's a perfect word for it.
Let's do some punching, shall we? We got to get pay some bills. We got a guest too in about 15 minutes. It is time for people I want to punch on In the Building, Love You Hard TV.
Now, it's time for people I want to punch on In the Building.
All right, Rudy J, who do you want to punch tonight and why?
I'm punching Southwest Airlines. I no longer need y'all services if y'all are charging for bags. I forgot they charge for bags now. So I'm officially off the Southwest train. I'm a Delta man from here on out. Like, that was the only reason to take Southwest back in the day or a year ago, because you get your bags free, But now that they're charging just like everybody else, your airline sucks. Like Delta, I got my TV. I watched F1 on the way from Atlanta today. I got a TV. They give me headphones. They give me Biscoff cookies. So punch Southwest Airlines. Y'all had a thing going. And it wasn't like y'all wasn't making money. That was y'all's niche. So screw Southwest. Unless y'all want to sponsor in the building.
No, I think you can eliminate Dallas's own Dallas-based Southwest. They also no longer do the pick your own seat bit.
Yeah. Like I used to pay the extra $20 to get in the A group.
Yeah.
Can't even do that now. You got to pay for your seat if you want a decent one. So punch Southwest Airlines, man.
All right, punch their asses. All right. I want to punch all squatters. Any human being who has ever squatted in another house or place that does not belong to you.
What happened?
Well, one of Nina's mobile homes that's for sale. Come to find out, the place has been completely trashed.
No.
Some folks had broken in and squatted inside one of the homes. God knows how long they've been in there. God only knows.
How did they find out? Just a random checkup?
Yeah. One of the maintenance guys that works for the company, works for the landmen. He just, he makes rounds, just check on stuff. Well, when he opened the door, it was such a mess. Like they had not been flushing the toilet. It's like,
obviously,
dude,
there's no water. Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, they're going to the toilet. Obviously, can't flush it. They had a kid in there. There's toys everywhere, but it's just disgusting, filthy. They tore all the blinds up, fucked up the carpet, little bit like a sin stain on the wall, probably doing God knows what. It's, I've bitched about these homeless folks I've got out back of my condo that I live in. They're still back there, by the way, and I don't love it. But at least they're not breaking in someone's empty home.
And if you are,
destroying the place,
why destroy it? Like keep it, like just go.
That's
be
what we were saying today. It's one thing you go break in, come in and come in and sleep, but why do you gotta fuck it up? And that's all of it. That's a thing.
High. They're
high. Yeah, well, they're nuts. I mean, there's a reason why they're squatting in somebody's house. 99% of that is not down and out kid, kicked out, run away. 99% of that is mental problems, and so that's what happens. Punch people that do that shit.
Yeah, good punch.
Homeless folks that sleep outside, that sucks. If you can't find a shelter and
right.
But it just violates people's it's gross. It's not just a home, someone built that fucking thing. Somebody bought that thing. Somebody has put a lot of work and effort into making that thing beautiful so they can sell it to someone else and make someone else's life better.
Maybe you may even in some cases you put your last up hoping it works. And then you go in to destroy people's shit. Like, it's weird. Like, go be homeless if you want to be dirty. I
Right.
don't get that.
Yeah,
Why
you
tear
can
the
you can
place
be
up?
homeless and still have a fucking heart, you know. Punch squatters.
Yeah, I'm with
And
that.
our city needs to do a better job, by the way. It's getting a little worse. It's getting worse.
We're not Austin.
That's correct. And I don't want us to be when it comes to that particular topic. All right. Facts, not attacks. Facts, not attacks.
Facts, not attacks. I
Like
like
Rudy says. All right. Orlando Kill. He'll go on the attack for you. I've seen the man in action. Last time I went to court with Orlando, he's all, hey, Mike, good to see you. Good morning. Like, we're back in the back getting ready to go, and he's being all himself, which is a silly, kind of a goofy guy. Just a really cool guy. We're chopping it up, and he's all, and I'm thinking, God, he's such a nice guy. Do I want him defending me right now? We're getting ready to go to court, I mean, I'm 5 minutes out. He's making jokes about Steve Sarkisian, and he's all loosey-goosey. And I'm not gonna lie. This is a couple of years ago. I'm like, are you going?
You got a
I'm gonna need you. Do I have a softie here? So we get in there, and all of a sudden he turned. Oh my god! It's like that scene from Breaking Bad where he's like, "Say my name," or like one of those famous Breaking Bad scenes where you see Walter White turn into Heisenberg. And that's what that man turned into. It was great. All right. So there's a story about my experience with Orlando. He's Walter White on the street, but he's Heisenberg when you need him. He is Orlando Kill. I have not run that analogy, that comparison by him. I don't hope he doesn't get mad.
Hope he's cool with it.
It's a term of endearment, sir. 210-775-4995. Orlando Kill. Yes, sir.
We've sent him 3 people in the last couple of weeks, so he's cool.
He should be good.
He's good.
He should be good. All right. I've had a couple of people send me links to, I guess Rich Eisen was saying this. He thinks the Cowboys should call the Raiders and offer their number 12 overall pick right now for Maxx Crosby. A couple of people sent me links to that. And I replied to those emailers, you damn right. He's exactly what they need.
Wait, you would do that?
The 12, they've got 2 ones. They picked down in the 20s, and they've got their own pick. They've got the other Micah pick. The 12th overall for Maxx Crosby, who's still in his prime.
I'm trying to think about that. Is he that much better than Micah? Because if you do that, why trade Micah? Is he that much?
It's a great point.
Is it a significant gap?
Well, that's up to them. I think if they think that he is, I think that he is.
He's more of a dude than Micah, and he's less of a douche than Micah.
I think he's more of a dude. Yeah. He's a
more of a
Metro
dog.
6 guy. He's a Tarrant County kid. I think,
and he's not undersized either.
No. He's a beast. Watching that poor guy's just been rotting in Vegas and then Oakland. But watching him, twice a year when they play the Chiefs, knowing he's going to lose, knowing the Chiefs are going to whoop his ass, he always tries to get under Patrick Mahomes' skin. And I love that little rivalry those two have. Now they actually like each other now because it got so heated they just wound up like becoming kind of buddies about it. You know how that goes.
Yeah,
always trying to get on him.
True
That dude,
competitors.
Crosby's a dog, man.
He's a dog.
Kind of a nut. Kind of a
I
crazy
do it.
nut. He's nuts, but it's the good kind of nuts. It's the kind of nuts that like Charles Haley. He's like Charles Haley nuts.
Yeah.
Take it out on the field and during the week, chill out.
And didn't he, when he finally had enough of the Raiders, didn't he go follow like 1,000 Cowboys? I always like the guys that actually want to be there.
Right. Yeah. He did go into the
not
chat.
DeMar DeRozan. Like, hey, I never asked to go to San Antonio. I want the guy that I want De'Aaron Fox. I want the guy that wants to be here.
Bingo. I love that. They love that. And they have the other pick, and he's exactly what they need. Because, they lost Micah Parsons, and they I like the kid they drafted, but he was a rookie. I love their interior guys, but man, if they had Maxx Crosby, hell, that'd make Ezra Rocco even better. The kid that they drafted who had a pretty solid rookie season. So, yes, the Texans have made a trade today. They trade 2 mid-round picks and a spare offensive lineman for David Montgomery, who did not want to be a Lion anymore because he saw his time dip way down when Jahmyr Gibbs got there, and the Texans needed running backs bad, and they went and got a good one today.
I love what the Lions did with Gibbs. They didn't throw him to the fire. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, we're going to give you some help in Montgomery and then bring him along slowly. And now it's like, okay, he's ready. And Montgomery saw that. Great trade for the Texans.
Yeah, great trade. And it'll help C.J. Stroud, who obviously struggled with the postseason, completely melted down in Boston, and it didn't help that they couldn't run the ball.
Hey, the Patriots beat my guy down so bad he cut his dreads off. They beat the dreads off of CJ.
He's got the sharp look now.
He looks great, by the way.
Clean cut.
Great. He looks great. I love him like this. Like, no disrespect to dreads. I ain't hating on you dread brothers because I'm bald. I ain't hating on y'all. But he looks it looks better. But the Patriots beat the dreads off CJ, man. He's like, man, let me go get it. Look, he threw 5 interceptions. He's like, it must be the hair. Let me go cut this shit off.
Sometimes he was able to symbolize an entire change of his persona, of his mentality.
Right.
Because that was not about so talented. That was all in his head, that New England game. That was all in the head. And if I'm a Texans fan, I'm a little bit worried going forth. Can you find that toughness you're going to need? Because we're in year 4 with him already. Come on now. Mental meltdowns in year 4 if you're going to be a max money guy. I'm saying. All right, it is In the Building, presented in part by Slackers, Sports Bar, Games, Fun, TV, and Crawfish. It is crawfish season, Rudy, that gets underway this coming Saturday. Right.
$20 all you can eat while supplies last. Live music, DJs, door raffles, vendors. You know how Slackers do. They care more about y'all having a good time than they do about making money, which is why their events are always so successful. Y'all come out Saturday, man. Come hang out. Let's eat some mud bugs.
Yes, sir.
Chop it up.
Yes, sir. All right. Bouquet, let me know when our guest is ready, and we'll chop it up with him. A couple of birthday shout-outs today. Happy birthday to 20-year-old Dylan Harper of the San Antonio Spurs.
He's 20?
20. He's 20. 20. I pissed off Spurs fans a month ago, and I said maybe when we look back on this, they needed Con Knippel more than they wanted Dylan Harper. Ooh, I got my ass chewed out. Con just broke the all-time record for threes by a rookie.
Let me tell you something.
With a month left in the season.
Hindsight's 20/20, but they need a shooter.
Con's a shooter. Con's he's Steve Kerr out there.
But no, with this is going to be Dylan. This is going to be Dylan's team soon. I mean, obviously it's Wemby's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I get it. And that's the thing. It's like you look at his game and how he's gotten better and better with each week, and how tough he is, and seems like a veteran. It's hard and you forget. Oh my God, he just turned 20 today. Good Lord. Yeah. No, they made the right. I'm not saying they should have. I just wonder if they get eliminated in the postseason, it's going to be because they don't have a shooter.
Right.
They don't even have one great shooter. They have streaky shooters. They have guys that get hot, but they don't have a good shooting club. And I threw that out there, and of course got destroyed, but it's okay. I love Dylan Harper, and he's such a tough kid. Also, happy birthday to the great state of Texas. 190 years old today. Happy 190 to Texas.
Shout out to Texas, man. The great state of Texas.
Honey on a spoon. Best state in the I grew up with that whole thing where Texas is best and we're number 1. I don't even care about that. We got our shit just like everybody else has shit.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Don't get me wrong. All right. We got a guest on.
We do?
Guy. He's been on with us a couple of times. It's Dr. G. This is Dr. Thomas Gianis from the MedVein Clinic. There are 2 locations in San Antonio. This man here I saw his accreditations on his business card because he and his colleague came and visited us at the shoe store on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And Doc, you gave me your card, and you got all these letters on there. I'm like, damn, how many accreditations does he have? And then I see today something where you got some sort of wound care specialist thing. What's this latest credential you just got?
Yeah, it's I was gonna take a test just to know what all these credentials are, but honestly, just trying to improve my knowledge. I'm a lifelong learner and just trying to learn more and how I can take care of patients and take care of our community in San Antonio. And if I can add more to my knowledge and armamentarium and what I can do for patients, then I'm all for it. So I took a wound care test on Saturday, and hopefully can add that to helping patients in San Antonio. So
all right, well, tell me about. So have you done a wound? Have you fixed a wound yet?
Oh yeah, lots of wounds. Vascular surgery. I've made the joke. All my friends on text are definitely gonna say within 10 seconds I made a plumbing joke. But you fix the plumbing to fix the wounds, though. People have wounds on their feet that don't heal and various. So I'm really there to fix the arteries so that the wounds heal and that the wounds don't win. But predominantly for lower extremity arteries, that is the end game, is fixing wounds. So just like Rex Ryan, I have to look at some feet every once in a while.
Now, Doc,
I don't enjoy it as much. It's professional for me, sir.
But it's a little bit different.
It's important though with the wounds on the lower extremities, because a lot of times you deal with diabetes. Because they're normally numb, they don't even realize. Next thing you know, it's infected through the bloodstream, and now we're talking about amputee. So the wound part is important on the lower extremities.
Yeah, 100%. I tell patients all the time, if you and I were sharing a couple of sodas, and I put my hand on the stove and it burned my hand, I wouldn't even know it. Synonymous to what happens in diabetes. They put their shoe on, they don't realize the toes are crossing or there's a rock in there or something. Yeah, they rub a hole through the bottom of their foot. And I know we were talking about my boy Deion Sanders and his issues. So it's very real.
Have you sent off your Vanderbilt NIL payments? Y'all had a good year. We got to keep it rolling. Have you sent off? Doc, don't laugh, Doc. You got to
look at that.
money.
Look, he's turning red. Look how red you just made him.
I know. You see my boy Pavia doing backflips at the combine?
Yeah, I did.
It's still easier when you're 5'2", but he's. Come on.
Are y'all gonna have a regular looking quarterback this year? Like who's tall and big?
Yes, sir. But I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. He did well for us, though. I think Vanderbilt. I don't remember the year that Vanderbilt's had as much success as we had, and it's been really good. Stowers is going to be a beast. Is going to be a beast. That tight end,
right?
Come on.
Yeah.
So just for those that don't remember when we had Doc on last time, so he's a Vanderbilt, but he's a Vanderbilt man, but he's Alabama also runs deep as well, right?
Yeah, my uncle was like a Rudy back in the day.
Yeah.
A real life Rudy, yes, sir.
Yes.
So my family still claims that. But Vanderbilt and then Jets, I know Jose. Where's Jose likes the Jets, right?
God, yeah, he's a Jets fan too, which is the weirdest thing on the planet.
Stand up, Doc. Stand up.
Okay.
Mark Sanchez is innocent.
Oh my God. Okay. Free Mark Sanchez.
And of course, we draft Sam Darnold, and then he wins the Super Bowl. But
right. Well, it might be a y'all thing. It might not have been a him thing.
I think it's a developmental thing. We got a developmental problem there.
Maybe.
All right. It is Dr. Gianis from the MedVein Clinic here in town, 2 locations. And we had him on the first time last year when me and Rudy about had a heart attack.
Yeah.
When we found, he had Wemby had thrombosis. I thought I was going to have cardiac arrest when we found out that Wemby was going to have to miss the season because of the blood clot. And Doc came on and basically talked me off the ledge and explained to me why Wemby would be okay. And then fast forward months later, and he's a freaking MVP candidate. So thanks for helping talk me off the ledge.
Other than yesterday, but that was a one-off. But the team's looking good, and I was listening to you guys. I think Dylan Harper is going to be the play, but Khan's killing it, obviously.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Other than when Champagne's hitting it, I agree. We don't have a shooter.
Right.
We got to get some of that. Damn sure do. All right. Lindsey Vaughn is one of Rudy's favorite athletes.
I love the old people doing well until they almost need their legs amputated.
We talked about her before the Olympics, and I was like, okay, that's great that you're this heroic 42-year-old and you refuse to retire. We wondered out loud on this program, she's facing a catastrophic injury.
Yeah.
And then what happens? She destroys her leg. All right, tell us what exactly all happened to her leg, and what?
Yeah.
Because I heard that they almost had to amputate the thing.
Yes, sir. So, I obviously am not her doctor. I have no say other than what you guys know. I always preface this with that. But I have been involved with complicated limb salvage procedures. A lot of time vascular surgeons are involved with patients because they're, it's diabetic, losing blood flow. But a lot of these athletes, they have concomitant injuries with vascular injuries. So when someone has an injury like that, really the people involved are the orthopedic surgeons kind of running the point, but vascular surgeons get involved if there's any vein or artery problem with the injury, and the plastic surgeons for kind of soft tissue coverage to put everything back to shape. My understanding is that she was very lucky. She did not have any sort of vascular injury that would have definitely increased her chance of amputation. And about 20 days ago, I would have told you that she was much more likely, to have an amputation than to ever ski again. At this point, I think that she's out of the woods with the amputation, but her ever skiing again is probably the woods. But when these things first happen, really you're just trying to stabilize the fracture and put the things back together. She had a lot of devitalization of the soft tissues with infection. The bone were broken in multiple places. So to put that back together, to stabilize it, to wash it out, to get rid of all the infection, and then also to think about her concomitant ACL injury that still hasn't even been repaired. So and to back up, when this first happens, she had her tibia is basically fractured in multiple places, and that's the bone, the right below your knee joint that articulates with your femur.
Yeah.
It's very, very strong. It was fractured in multiple places, requiring plates and rods and screws. If you see that X-ray that she shared online. But she also developed something called compartment syndrome. And if you think of your leg like a confined space, if it swells so much, it can't swell any further, and actually starts to kill all of the structures from within the leg, like the muscles and everything. And so you have to basically allow it to have pressure to swell. And so you have to fillet the person's leg open. There's 4 compartments, but you just kind of make an incision on both sides of the leg. And I've done it numerous times. It's very easy surgery. But you allow the leg to basically swell, just so that they don't lose their leg. And then, so they had to do that. I know the doctor there in Italy had to do that. And then they had to basically stabilize her leg with an external fixator, which is basically just rods on the outside of your body until they can eventually figure out how to get all of that back inside your body and reconstruct the tibia. And so that's already been done. She's back in the States, but she has not had her ACL repaired. And just to pontificate about her prognosis, I would say that she's going to walk again. I bet you she could ski again in her lifetime, just recreationally. But
Not
for her to ever become never again.
Right.
Probably never.
Dang. Good grief. All right. Well, as you were telling that story, it reminded me of remember, so the guy that used to play for the Dallas Stars, Bill Guerin, hockey player. Billy got cut real bad with a skate blade. And he also had to lay in the hospital for, I'm not sure how many days. Basically, like you just said, they had to cut his leg open and then just kind of leave it to create swelling, right? Okay. And I remember thinking, good Lord, you're laying there with a leg wound out. I'm like picturing flies and shit hovering over the wound and whatnot. I mean, obviously that's
not Gladiator, Mike.
But I mean, how do you protect someone sitting there with an open wound?
We try to keep it. We try to keep it clean, but a lot of the time we end up using a dressing called like a wound vac, which is basically just this piece of black sponge. You put some negative pressure on it, and it keeps it pretty clean. It's definitely still has some. It's not a totally sterile field at this point as they're doing dressing changes at the bedside. But once the swelling goes down, you go back and you close it and stuff like that.
Good Lord.
Good Lord. I'm sorry, Rudy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be funny, but I know it's not Gladiator. It's come up. Remember how they treated his arm when Maximus got his.
They let the maggots.
Your profession's come a long way since then.
Yeah, it has. We use those sometimes therapeutically in the hospital. So
wait for real?
Time out. I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Oh, I'm serious.
I need a 20.
Man. I remember.
Where do you get the maggots from, Coach?
I hope the people that taught me in residency are listening to this. But I once did a flap on this guy's face, big cancer of his nose, and to anyone listening that thinks that I did this surgery, I was just holding things. I was a student, but they took the guy's forehead here and you put it down here. Except a couple of days later, my boss said to me, he goes, "The flap's not looking good. It's all congested. We need to use some leeches." I thought he was lying. Sure enough, we ordered a leech from the pharmacy and we attached it onto this thing, and it actually takes blood out of the skin. Look it up online. It's crazy.
Oh my God. And
a
the
real
guy was
thing.
fine. The guy was
yeah.
fine.
He was such a sport too. He's like, "Oh yeah, no problem. I'll put that on my face." but yeah, that's a true story.
Wow.
It works. It's a real
leech
thing.
Leech therapy. Yeah, it works. At least in
Unbelievable.
my N of 1 anecdotal experience.
Well, see, I'm old, so am I thinking to Stand By Me when they got in the water and they came out and they all had leeches? Was that Stand By Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. From that movie on, I've always been afraid of leeches, but I didn't know they cure wounds. So now I know. The more you
keep them off you.
That's crazy.
All
right. So Doc, I mean, I like Doc because he's good with us every time we have him on, but he's the guy that came on last year when Wemby had the blood clot and talked us off the ledge. And I remember we were talking about, there's been other athletes that have had blood clots over the years and they're fine. One of those kids, and I didn't think about this at the time when we were talking, is Kenneth Walker, who just won the MVP of the Super Bowl. But when he was in high school, he had it bad, didn't he?
Oh yeah, so I believe he's from Tennessee. Wake Forest guy, played at Michigan State, I think. Yeah. Drafted right below my guy Breece Hall, though, 2022. Right? Go Jets.
One of those guys won Super Bowl MVP. One of those did not. Just saying.
Hey, hindsight's 2020, like you guys said. All right. I feel bad for Breece Hall. Okay, that's how I feel as a Jets fan for Sam Darnold too. We let him out. So yeah, he had a blood clot. It was a pulmonary embolism. So that's, he has a blood clot in his vein, goes to his chest, his lungs. Sorry, I actually don't know if he had a blood clot in his leg. Presumably he did, though, because almost every single blood clot that goes to your lungs is from your leg. But facts are he had a blood clot in his lungs. Doctors told him, obviously, he cannot play sports at the time. We have to put you on very strong blood thinning medications, of which you get hit in your spleen, your liver, can cause tremendous bleeding. So obviously, temporarily, it told him not to play football. But there's a lot of stories of people in the past, telling him that he probably would never play again. Obviously, he did, and he did great at Wake Forest, crushed it at Michigan State. I think he won the Doak Walker Award, and then got drafted to the Seahawks, and wins the MVP. And he's a free agent. It's kind of funny that the GM at the party was drunk talking about him, but sounds like he's going to be a free agent, and he's going to kill it. But when people ask me, was his lung function affected by it? Absolutely. Like when the blood clot goes to your lung, part of your lung can die. Okay. And there's a couple things there. One, it's like, you think of the fraction of your lung that now doesn't have function. And it's sort of like a scar. It will heal and you will get that function back. However, some of it may never be the same in exchange of oxygen as well as it did previously. So that's one thing. And the second thing is it can put tremendous strain on your heart. Your heart is now trying to pump against, you're not a closed door, but a door that's, it has more resistance. And that can lead to persistent pulmonary hypertension, right ventricular failure, and things like that, which would definitely make it so you could not play football. But, I think it's a really good story for people to realize that, these things can happen to you. And as long as you recover from it and work really hard, the sky's still the limit. He's obviously had tremendous functional recovery and is, obviously a world-class athlete. Put up 150 yards in the Super Bowl, no touchdowns, but I don't think they would have won that game without him.
No way.
It was ground and pound and open up play action for Sam Darnold in the third for that one touchdown. So it was a lot closer game than I think people think at the end without that defensive touchdown. So I think without Kenneth Walker, they wouldn't have won that game. So
no doubt.
Now I'm gonna do this reluctantly, but Buki wants to ask you a question. But before I do that, I'm a stereotype you, Doc. And we don't normally promote people, but I need to know the best Greek food in San Antonio. I'm a fan of Greek food.
I don't want to stereotype you, but where can I get good Greek?
Yeah,
this is so bad. I don't even know. I'm like I shouldn't even say
you like at home. You make homemade.
Oh my God. My group of friends right now are gonna make fun of me so bad, but I'm like the pickiest eater. I eat like a 5-year-old. I grew up on like chicken fingers and fries. And
you and Buki might be related.
Terrible, man. I can tell you where the best chicken fingers.
You are a man of medicine. You are a man of science.
You can't get diabetes,
about? Oh
Doc.
my God.
We can't have you get diabetes, man.
No diabetes here, sir.
That would be ironic. All right, Bouquet, go ahead. He's got stuff to do, man. This is a surgeon we got on here. What do you want?
There he is.
All right, Doc. What's up, Doc? Nice to see you again. Oh, we can't hear me?
You're good.
Doc, can you hear me?
Oh my God, it's already off the rails. Oh my God.
Great.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
We all got you, Buki. Yeah.
Doc can't hear me for whatever reason. So can you guys translate?
Can you all hear?
I'll translate. All right, he's going to ask me, Doc. Go ahead, Buket. What do you want to know? So Buket wants
my question basically was that I get that he probably doesn't watch doctor shows, but is the pit as realistic as it seems? Is it a
great question?
Show?
Yeah, that's a good question, Buket. All right, Doc, have you ever heard of the television show called The Pit? Can you hear us, Doc?
Doc lost all of us.
Did we just lose Doc?
Yeah, I lost you all. I didn't hear.
Oh, there you go. Can you hear me now? Hello.
We'll get Doc to refresh.
All right. Tell him to refresh. Okay. All right. I'll be interested. Damn it. I wanted to know the answer to that. Like normally I would never ask.
That's one of your favorite shows.
Oh my God. It's good. It's only in season 2 and I don't want to I don't want to be that guy. Every new hotness becomes like all-time list, but every single episode is just riveting. I just cannot stop. And I get pissed off every time another episode's over because it's one more episode closer for the season to being over again. You know, I love The Pit. Obviously, Bouquet does too. Golly.
Yeah, good show. And I saw the guy, the actor, Noah Wiley, I think his name was, all over like the award shows that they had. By the way, I'm sure you guys have seen the award shows.
Yeah.
The in memoriam this year for the Oscars. Oh my God, that has a lot of pressure on that because the Netflix award show happened, which is replacing the old Screen Actors Award.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And they did their awards. They did their in memoriam. It was great. It was 5 minutes, and obviously there's been so many heavy hitters that we've lost. So it was just.
Oh wow.
It was very good.
We
Doc,
were watching highlights. Oh, can you hear me, Doc? Can you got me?
Technical difficulty. Sorry.
All good, dude. Hey,
I missed all that though.
No, it's us. It's us. So he wanted to know. First of all, have you ever heard or have you ever seen the show The Pit?
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard of it. I've watched it. Is that the ER show?
Yes. Yeah. Have you watched any of it?
Not really.
All right. Well,
should I be hitting it up?
Well, I don't know. It's like telling Victor Wembanyama, you should check out this basketball team I saw, you know?
No, that's not like telling Victor. I'm thinking of someone bad. Okay.
All right,
I appreciate the analogy.
Okay. I'm telling Luke Cornett, hey, man, have you heard this NBA? Okay, whatever. So we love it. And everything we read says that it's the most realistic hospital show ever. And they actually hired MDs and like trauma surgeons and emergency room people to actually work on the show as basically analysts and make sure that this looks realistic to you. So
I love that. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to get back to it. I used to do a ton of trauma though. So if it's a lot of like trauma, car accidents, stuff like that, I'll be able to give you a good rundown.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Yeah, for sure. That's a good excuse to have you back on again.
Oh, too, damn. I get cut off all the time when he comes on.
Oh no, are you back? Can you not hear us again?
Oh, there we go. It's working.
Okay, cool. Okay, so next time you're on, if you get a chance to at least watch episode 1,
I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna get back to you. But my wife definitely gets mad when I say things like "That's not real. That would never happen." But I got friends that are lawyers, same kind of thing. They're like, "That's not how it works." And I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. It's still cool to me.
Right.
So
watch one episode and let's talk about it next time you're on.
Oh damn!
You got me.
I think I lost you again.
Okay, well, that's all right. All right, wow. Bouquet, that's cool. Yes. Clearly, Bouquet is the reason because when he popped on, he lost us.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
Well, I was going to ask him if, in his doctorly opinion, if fentanyl, cocaine, marijuana, and a little bit of alcohol is that a good mix in one night, Doc? Would you consider that a good mix in one night? Because Mark Sanchez wouldn't think so.
Okay, we're being stupid now. Talking about
I can't recommend any of that in any sort of quality, but
not even in one night. Like you might end up slashing some guy's face allegedly.
Someone once told me that. Mark Sanchez. I think I had him as a doppelganger picture at one point in my life, but I'm running from that now. So
yeah, you should. Damn. God. All right. Hey, sorry about the tech issues, man. But let's have you on again soon. We'll talk about the pit.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thanks, Mike.
All right,
and by the way, Mike, thanks for the shoes, man. Those 76s, the San Antonio I'll tell you, man, made in San Antonio, those 76, they look just like some old New Balances. I love them. Go over to San
That's
Antonio.
exactly
Awesome.
what they like. That's why
Good
I
to
want
hear
a
it,
pair.
Doc. Thank you,
All
man.
right, y'all.
Appreciate that.
All right,
Thank
go
you, sir.
Spurs.
Go Spurs, go. There's Doc Gianis from the Medical Vein Clinic. 2 locations, one in Stone Oak, one in Alamo Ranch.
Is
He's
that
a good
what
dude.
Mark Sanchez had? Mark Sanchez had all that in one night.
Oh yeah.
That's what was in his That's what was in his blood
Yes,
report.
that's why he asked
my
him.
God.
Yeah,
And
some
he's-
guys have interesting nights.
Dr. Giannis is such a doctor. Oh, I couldn't. He was being funny, but he's like, I love his dry humor. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't recommend any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little
All
fence,
right.
little marijuana, little coke.
There's Doc Giannis. Appreciate that. All right. I got T-shirts for sale. And of course, we had them printed at Sammy's Embroidery, the official embroiderer and sign maker of In the Building at the Sammy's Embroidery on San Pedro. We got T-shirts we're going to sell. They just got made. So for people that bitch all the time, and I understand why you do, and I get it, that we don't have enough swag, we're changing that in 2K26. That begins Wednesday. So if you're watching this show, God, it's Monday. We're 2 days out here. So if you're watching this before March the 4th, this Wednesday, March the 4th, Rudy and I and Jose Bouquet are going to be out at La Gloria Mexican restaurant back behind the Emma Hotel along the Riverwalk at the Pearl Brewery area. That's this Wednesday. We're doing a 5 o'clock start. We're going to have T-shirts for sale. They're $25, and I've got double X's and X's. Didn't have any last time. We didn't make enough, and that's all I have. I only have XL, and I only have double X's for sale this Wednesday. It's Fat Guy Night. So come have a bunch of tacos, grab you a margarita, and buy you a double X T-shirt from In the Building, your friends. As we do business with Johnny Hernandez, the world-renowned chef. We have world-renowned surgeons, world-renowned chefs in one damn week, damn it. That's how we roll. Only big-time people that know what they're doing. And we're going to be giving away Grunge Fest tickets to this Wednesday. Come have happy hour with us at the Pearl over at La Gloria at 5 o'clock. It's In the Building. And thank you to Sammy's Embroidery for the T-shirts. All right, that's good stuff from Doc. He was talking football. I couldn't get rid of him. He wouldn't stop logging back in.
No, Doc is a sports guy.
Clearly. Oh, SEC, baby. SEC. You go to an
Vanderbilt
SEC
ain't
school.
SEC.
I'm glad he's not on.
That's why I said it.
All right. So I got some response from my FanDuel rant the other night. Remember, I was bitching about every time the Spurs play on FanDuel, for whatever reason, because we have Hulu, and so we go to FanDuel through Hulu, and for whatever reason, we don't ever see any commercials. Now, the ones that are produced by the Spurs locally, we see those, like HEB, we see those, but then we have to sit there for like 5 other minutes while they show the national commercials, which we don't see, and so it goes to this weird screen. The next time that we play on FanDuel, I'll send you a video of it.
Yeah,
it says FanDuel. We'll be right back. And it has this weird ass spacey sounding underwater oceanic type like Avatar music. And it's awful. It sucks.
So when I watch games, when I use my Fire Stick, there's no commercials either. But what we get on the Fire Stick, the in between timeout stuff in the arena.
Oh, like see, why don't I get that?
Because yours is legal.
Oh, that's right. You're hacked into the Spurs in-house camera.
So I get all the.
You're probably looking at LG's camera.
I'm getting people dancing and the Whataburger 3-point contest, and
that is hilarious.
Catch the HEB balloons falling from the sky.
Like, I get that. Okay, maybe they don't do business with this particular NBA,
but they should show that. That's what FanDuel should do. FanDuel should show the halftime, timeout entertainment.
Show the in between stuff. It goes to this weird screen. It's like it'll at least play decent music, like play a marching band, play hip hop, whatever. It's this weird. I'm like, dude, it's 80-80. We're on a 10-0 run. I'm 2 beers in. The Spurs are neck and neck with the Knicks, and it totally takes away from the emotion. So, a noted television sportscaster sent me a direct message today. I will not.
Why no? Out him.
RJ Marquez of KSAT.
Oh,
So RJ, he
up.
made me say your name. Don't get pissed at me.
Sorry,
I have to work with
RJ.
this man. We're business partners.
Sorry.
He made me do it.
Sorry, RJ. I love RJ. I'm sorry.
I just couldn't deal with it. Heard your segment on FanDuel. The reason it goes to that slate with the weird sounds is because it's technically a streaming service, and FanDuel doesn't have the rights to air certain commercials, so it defaults to that weird slate. Since all games are an SSE production, they can air HEB ads or other commercials they have clearance for, but not the other ones. Hope that helps keep up the good work. Yes. So that is. But FanDuel sucks ass. That's cool. That's fine. You can't show the other commercials. You don't have the rights to those. I get that.
Show the in-stadium stuff then.
Yes, or play an upbeat tune or switch up the tune every once in a while. This is why you're going bankrupt and you're losing rights to teams every other week, it seems.
Right.
God.
I'm seeing YouTube TV has what I have. Amazon Prime has what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a question for you, Mike, from one of our pub sports peoples.
Okay.
Mine is Barbecue by Chris. It's on the east side, Wine Time.
All right.
What's your favorite barbecue spot in San Antonio? Mine is Barbecue by Chris.
Oh, this must be a dude who's coming in town for Pubapalooza.
And if you got a little bit of money, Pinkerton's, it's expensive, but there's some more hole-in-the-wall stuff that's good, really good, too. It's too many. It's Texas.
What's yours,
I
Rudy?
like Barbecue by Chris and Pinkerton's. But
Barbecue
there's plenty.
by Chris.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm making a note of that. I smell a field trip. I've never heard of it, and that pisses me off. I should have heard of it.
I think it's on WWY. I don't know. It's east side.
All right. God, that's a hard one. I do like Pinkerton's. I've not had barbecue.
I haven't had it in a long time. 2M is good, Julian. 2M.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
They know how to do brisket. I'll give you that.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Barbecue by Chris is hole in the wall. Wine Time. What's up?
I don't know if there's a restaurant or whatever that's feeding the place, but there is a permanent food truck that's parked at the Rock that Jason Dady owns. This past Saturday, I had the Rock sandwich. I hadn't had it yet. You know, it's like $17, but it's as big as Bouquet's Afro. It is piled with sausage and brisket and pulled pork with their homemade slaw. And I love slaw that's not real runny, doesn't have a whole lot of dressing in it. It's very cabbagey. It's good to eat with the meat. It's the best effing barbecue sandwich I've had in years. The Rock sandwich at Jason Dady's permanent food truck he's got at the Rock. It was the shit. And I'm very picky with brisket. Very picky.
Me too. I don't like lean brisket. I want the fat. Give me the fat.
Same. Absolutely same. I can't do that dried out lean stuff. I don't like it. No. It's gross. Yeah, I can't.
And you guys are doing a show during Pubapalooza, a live show.
We are. Absolutely, Bouquet. What day is that?
Oh my
God! We even have a flyer already. Look at that! All right, it's a special. Well, we've got a couple of appearances before this. You know, one thing at a time. But that's cool. We can get it just so you be thinking ahead. March 27, Rudy and I are going to do our show on both channels that we're on Pub Sports Radio and Love You Hard TV. It's a Friday, and we're inviting people into Southtown 101. He's going to open up early so people can come in early and hang out for Pubapalooza. And we're going to get a special edition of In the Building that morning on a Friday morning. That'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be open, so we can invite all of our people to come hang out with us that day too. Thank you. Okay.
Solid.
All right. Show brought to you in part by Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store of In the Building. There are 7 locations in and around the greater San Antonio area, including one up in Bernie, Texas. And you bet your ass that Bernie one's nice. That thing is so beautiful.
It had to. You're in Bernie. You're in Cordier Ranch. You got to bring it, and they brought it. Their wine selection out at the Bernie location, I put it up against anybody's.
I would too. I love it. Yeah, I would too. I've been in there a few times over the years in the Bernie spot. I like to get away and go to Bernie on weekends every once in a while. We always go in there and see what's up. It's Texas Cheer Liquor, 7 locations, and they all will give you 5% off when you mention In the Building. That's it. In the Building, 5%. Boom. That's Mr. Singh's way of making sure that he's getting an ROI, which is very important. So make sure you say in the building. Don't forget, if you're one of our people, don't forget, get your 5%. Not only you're getting the 5%, but you're, like I said, shows Mr. Singh that he's getting that same old ROI from in the building. All right. What else today?
I'm trying to think. There was something else I had. I don't remember though.
Oh, I saw a good story while you're thinking. I'm full glass of wine in now, so we're watching. What the hell? We were watching CBS Sunday Morning News on Ken's. I watch it every Sunday morning without fail. It's an old people show, but they have a lot of good interviews with celebrities, and they do a lot of tributes, and they do a lot of like cool human interest stories. They were talking about. So I've been late. I haven't watched it in a while, so I've been watching old ones. It was the one right before the Grammys. I never even watch the Grammys anymore. And I used to watch all the major award shows. The Oscars and the Grammys were my jams. I haven't watched the Grammys in so long. But they did a piece on the Grammys because they were coming up that particular night on the show. And I had like a mind F. Every once in a while, you put two and two together and you're like, oh my God, how did I not know that? This is just useless information while you think of the story you were thinking of.
No, go ahead.
So you know why they call it the Grammys? It's because the award, that little thing, you've seen a Grammy.
Cracker.
It's a gramophone, which was the earliest ever thing in the history of humans that made a sound come out. So you had gramophone, you had like 4 different iterations of record player before we got to like what we know as a record player. And the first one had that big ass giant, that big, looks like a big ass old school like cheerleaders cone or whatever. It was called a gramophone. And so the Grammys are called the Grammys because that's what they call a gramophone. It's a nickname for gramophone, a Grammy. So there's your information from Uncle Mike tonight after a glass and a half of wine.
The more you know.
Did you think of your story? I'm a professional time filler. I think I just showed what a genius
fine.
I am at filling time.
No, that's awesome. No, the more you know.
Yes, absolutely.
What's up,
Are we going to make Oscar predictions for this year? That happens on the 15th of March.
No, because I don't watch movies hardly.
It's going to be the Leo movie. The Leo.
Well, there's the big 3.
The Leo, Tim Kalishay, whatever the fuck his name is, and
Timothy
Sinners.
Chalamet.
Yeah. Sinners, Marty Supreme,
and
the other
Old Time comes around. Whatever the Leo movie is. The Leo movie.
One battle after another.
Sinner.
Ask me 2 days before the Oscars, and I'll answer that question.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan won the Big Actor Award last night or whenever the Netflix thing was, in an upset over Timothée Chalamet. So,
okay. So, what were the awards that were on last night? Writers Awards, Spring Guild.
So yeah, they used to be the SAG Awards, but I guess the SAG bullshit doesn't have enough money to put on their awards, so Netflix just said we'll put on the awards for the actors. So
okay,
it was more like actors. It was like the new SAG Awards, basically.
Okay.
Big Daddy Orlando Kell says he grew up with the gramophone.
No shit. You know what?
See?
Kell's in here saying that?
His pops.
Oh, I believe that. Those Kells are some cool dudes, man.
They are.
I think Pops might be just a skosh cooler than Son. Just saying.
Oh, for sure.
Just throwing that out there.
Sure,
what's up?
Sure.
Jorge Sanchez in the building. Happy Monday, fellas. Won't be able to make it Wednesday, having a company outing and dealing with a damn cold. Hope you guys get a good turnout.
Hey,
we're
Jorge,
good, brother. We're good, man.
I don't want to hear your damn excuses.
Tell him, Rudy.
Well,
I'm kidding. Jorge.
I bet you those T-shirts. I bet you the T-shirts sell out Wednesday.
For sure.
I bet they do. Rogie Valadez is in here with his $2 to make us holla. Buki looking like the Spurs right now.
Great.
I think he
11
made you look
and 1.
like ass. I think that's a reference to the Knicks game, is what I think.
11 and 1, their last 12.
Buki's like, I'll take it.
Yeah. It's a victory in my book.
Yeah, that one.
Have I missed any more money? Oh, here we go.
Our guy,
wait, you got one more.
Elron 72. I'm in for the poker match. How about you guys? Give me more info for that weekend. Oh, our guys are getting together a poker match. I love that. Or the Pubapalooza thing. Oh,
I don't know how to play. I don't know how to play poker.
Yep, poker tournament Friday and Saturday
I'm not
for
in.
you
I don't know how to
gentlemen.
play.
$100 buy-in,
Oh,
and
hell
I'm
no.
dealing it.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
That's
dealer.
cool. That's cool.
No, I'm good.
I'm the dealer. Yeah,
love
and
people.
if you buy me drinks, maybe I'll be a strip dealer. Who knows?
You don't even drink.
Well, Rudy, if you come, I'll tell you right now, if you come Friday night around 11 o'clock, you'll see the pollutant. The pollutant will be out and about Friday night.
I won't be there.
Henry's
I know
mustache.
you
Not
is
for
in
the
here.
pollutant. What'd he
I know
say?
you will.
I want to read Henry's post. It's good. It's so something Henry would say, because he seems like a guy that should have been born 100 years ago.
Yeah.
The mustache.
Says the phonograph. Yes, that mustache. The phonograph made sound first, but the gramophone used a disc to make noise, and the phonograph had a cylinder. Got it. Okay, I got it mixed up. So, no bullshit. I once found this old disc at an antique shop one time, and this looked cool, and looked it up. I researched it. It was from the teens, and I just had it. And finally got a chance one time to actually put it on a record player to see if it would work. And it mostly did not work. But like every half inch or so, it would and then it would
That's horrifying.
That's some devil shit.
It was the sound was beautiful when it was made, but it was 100 and some odd years old. It was haunting and super cool. Super cool. So
I love it.
Mike might be possessed now after hearing that.
I know.
Who, Mike? Who, me?
Yeah,
Or
you.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine, Mijo. You're good. No, it was what I meant was it's just like it wasn't like ghost. It wasn't the devil. It was just scratched up. It was 115 years old.
It was old. Yeah, it was old.
Yeah,
But you know how they
that's
sang
what
back in
people
the day.
say.
Back in the day, if you turned on the pop station, you'd heard, "I'm just wild about Harry, and Harry's wild about me." That's what you would hear in the 20s.
It was so weird.
While strolling through the park one day in the very month of May.
They would just describe their days in song.
Yes.
Rudy, you ever heard of the Mills Brothers?
Absolutely not.
Have you heard of the Ink Spots?
No.
All right.
I'm
So
not
you-
very cultured. It's
That's
not even
okay.
a black. I don't want to put that on black people. I'm just not very cultured.
That's
God.
okay. No, that's fine. No, you actually are. There's so much shit that that goes over my head. The Ink Spots. I'm going to text these two bands to you. So these were two of the most popular all-male black bands in the 30s. The Mills
No
Brothers
shit.
and the Ink
Now
Spots.
I feel like an asshole.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? They were called the Ink Spots. It was 5 black dudes.
That's nice. That's branding.
That's
Branding.
awesome. The branding was genius.
Yeah, that's good. We're ahead of their time right now.
Yeah, that's what they called themselves. That's what they chose as the name of their
That-
group, and they were terrific.
That is unfortunate.
Look that up. Some of the
All right.
great. I love watching. I can go down these
Let's
rabbit
see.
holes. I'm an old soul. I like history. I like going down these old musical rabbit holes from like the 20s and 30s and such. I love the Mills Brothers, and I love the Ink Spots. I'll send you a few jams. Unfortunately, we don't have the rights to any freaking songs on this show, so we can't play them, which would be great. I'll send you some. Did you find the Ink Spots?
Their picture wouldn't not be in black and white.
Yeah, cool. So go find the Ink Spots, and then the Mills Brothers. I love the Mills. Had I been alive in the 40s, like if I were a 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid in the middle of the Argonne Forest in World War II in 1943, that's who would get me through the day. The Mills Brothers. Yeah, they were the shit. They were Boys to Men 70 years before Boys to Men. Check out the Mills Brothers. They're great. All right. I just decided to roll with old school stories tonight. It's the booze. What are you gonna
love
do?
it.
All right, that's it. We're done. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
Studio tomorrow.
Yeah, we almost studio. I'll put a decent shirt on. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Let's go.
Oh,
studio
she's gonna dress up nice for me. Wow.
Can
So
you
nice.
do studio? Can you actually do studio? Your studio that you're the one that hosts us. That you can. Are you good?
Yeah. It will be fine. By the way, while we're looking things up, I'm gonna send you guys two things from the award show that I found. We found the next Michael Jackson. We found him again, Rudy.
Oh, okay. Hey, will you send me the? All right, cool. And I want to go look up the memoriam too. Send me that.
I'll send you both. Yeah, but
All
Rudy,
right,
I just want to let you know now we found him again, Rudy.
Bullshit. Don't disrespect Mike like that. Weirdo or not, don't.
That's
do
what
that.
they said about Chris Brown and Usher,
Yeah,
and those
ain't
kids
none
were
of 'em
great.
Mike.
But come on now,
They
come
ain't
on.
Michael
We
or
found him.
Prince.
I want to let you guys know early. We found him.
All right. Well, you send me what you got, and I'll take a
Mike
look.
check A.
We all froze. Are you back? Go ahead.
There we go.
Yeah. All right.
Nuremberg got shafted. F the Oscars. Yeah.
I didn't see
That was a
that.
good
Saving
movie.
Private Ryan got shafted. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that's it. We're done. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all back in here manana. Love everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to Dr. Gianis at Medical Vein Clinic. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Love you, Hearn.
We gotta keep on doing. You can